Hello everyone and welcome back to my crafting world. This is Anna. Guys, quite a few of you have asked me for a tutorial on the box bag that I had made for a swap. So we are going to do that today. What I am going to be using is the Stamperia Classic Christmas paper pad, and I got this one this month in my design team package. So we are going to use this one, and I have a lot of stuff around my table just because I'm working on quite a few projects all at once. I normally don't do that, but yeah, that's the case this time. And we are also going to use the Dots and Stripes foil paper. We're going to use the red and gold stripe paper, and then the polka dot, a little bit of the polka dot. So let me set this aside, and I have already cut my pieces. So let me tell you what you're going to need. This is going to be a 6 by 8 box bag. So what you are going to need is 2 pieces. We're going to work on the base real quick. You're going to need 2 pieces of 8 by 12 paper. Okay, and you are going to score this at 2 inches on 3 sides. Okay, 2 inches on 3 sides, and then we are simply going to cut the bottom, this bottom, you know, to make these flaps. And then we are going to go ahead and fold our score lines. And before we actually start to glue the box together, I am going to go ahead and put the paper on the inside of this of the box, just because it's easier when it's flat. And for this mat, you are going to need 2 pieces of 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. So you need one for the inside and you need one for the outside. I chose the striped one for the inside and one for the outside. This is going to be the back of the bag. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down because it's easier when it is flat. Okay, so I have glued the inside and the back mats for my bag. So you need another piece just like this one that is 8 by 12 scored at 2 inches on 3 sides, and you're going to do the exact same thing. So this is my back, this is going to be my front, and I've already released the tabs. And on this one I am also going to go ahead and glue the front mats for this one. So let me set this aside. So this is the front of my bag, and this is what I have chosen to put on the front. And then the rest of that paper is going to be the back. Okay guys, I've got the inside and I've got the outside. So that takes care of that. It's just so much easier that way. So now what we are going to do is we are going to join these two together. Now, we're not going to glue this down just yet. I want to glue down this bottom part of the bag. Okay, so it's going to be this way right here. Okay, and honestly, guys, I don't remember what I made the other bag, what size I made it at, because it was just on a whim. So I'm thinking maybe I made a 3-inch gusset, and then maybe this was smaller, but yeah, this is what we're making. And you can, it's the same thing. You can just, instead of 2 inches, you can go 3 inches on each side, and then maybe a 12-inch bag from here. So it's the same thing. It depends on what size bag you need. So I am going to go ahead and glue these together. So I'm going to put glue on the bottom of my flap here, this bottom flap. I'm going to put glue right here all along the bottom. And this really does turn out to be a very, very sturdy bag. If you really wanted to, you could actually leave maybe a 1/4 inch on the top and then fold that in to give it a cleaner look. But like I said, I was in a hurry and I don't feel like it needs it, just because it does turn out to be very sturdy. Okay, So I'm going to take this one and I am going to glue this on the top, making sure I don't go over my score line. And then make sure that your bag is even on both sides, and it looks like it is. And then just make sure that it adheres, and make sure this side is even, and it is. Okay, so that is the bottom of the bag. And then we are going to take these and we are going to actually glue these together as well. But you can't, these have to go up this way, okay? They have to go up this way. So I am going to glue this one down right here, and then I'm going to glue this one down on the other side. It's just kind of hard to do one side. Okay, so we are going to glue those down right there, okay? And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So I am going to put glue at the bottom, on the bottom of this piece right here. And that's the one I'm going to glue first. And guys, oh my gosh, I just think it's awesome that we can, as crafters, we can make our own bags and make them look really, I mean, just match with our tree and our decor. Instead of having to, you know, because instead of having to buy some, because we always have leftovers on for, you know, Christmas paper, you know, we always have leftovers. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. You can miter the corner, the ends a little bit so that they do lay a little bit better. And I didn't do that. I should have, but I didn't. I'll do it on the other side just so you can see what I mean. And then this one is going to go right here. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put some glue right here while before this is down. I just wanted to get it centered even. And be generous with your glue because you don't want your box coming apart. Okay, there we go. And this will go down, and I'm going to burnish this with my bone folder and just make sure that everything stays put. Okay, so I'm going to trim these down just a little bit so that they don't, my edges don't, you know, actually bother each other. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut this one just a little bit the same way. I'm just going to cut it a little bit. You can just cut an angle if you want. There. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this one just a little bit so I don't have anything overlapping, and this will be my first tab down. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on this one first. I'm trying to have you see what I'm doing here. Okay. And this is what I am going to fold over and glue down, okay? Just make sure it's straight. Right across your edge. Okay, and then let that adhere before you go on to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this end as well. All right, here we go, guys. See how we didn't have that overlap on the top because I did trim it down a little bit, so it didn't have that overlap right there. So I'm gonna burnish this. All right, guys, so we need to cover the sides. And for that, you need 4 mats, and these are all the same, you know, as you know, they're all the stripes. And these are 1 3/4 by 7 3/4. So I'm just gonna glue those down on the outside and then on the inside as well, and then we'll glue the bottom ones. All right, guys, here we go. The inside, the outside, everything's glued except the bottom and the inside of the bottom. So this mat is 7 3/4 by 1 3/4, and we're just going to glue that down as well, and we will move on to the handles. There we go, guys. Inside and outside, everything's already all covered. Now we're moving on to our handles. For the handles, we need 1 1/2 inch strip, and of course you can make this as long as you want or as wide as you want, but I used a 1 1/2 inch strip, 1 1/2 by 12, and then I did score each side at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so that gives you an inch handle, an inch wide, 3/4 of an inch. And all I did was I went ahead and folded this in, and the other side as well, and then glued those down. So I'm going to use tape for this. I'm going to tape this down. All right, guys, the next thing I am going to do, I'm going to leave, this is the underside of my handle, so I'm going to leave the underside alone. I'm just going to put, this is the top, I'm going to put a strip of pattern paper on the top, and this is the same width as the handle, which is 3/4 of an inch. So all I'm going to do is glue it down, and if I have any, you know, places that need to get trimmed, I'll trim them down. But right now I am just going to go ahead and glue that down to make my handle. Here we go, guys, that's our handle, or one of them. And you have to do this twice. Just make sure that it's down really well. And then what I did was I just curved it with my hand. Get that handle used to being curved, because it'll go down kind of curved, and you don't want those, you know, harsh fold lines on there. So I just do it gently until it curves. The underside will have some of those folds, but you know, it's the underside and it doesn't show as much as the top side. Okay, so what we're going to do next, our handles are going to go on this way. Okay, they are going to go on right here. Okay, so we're going to use some eyelets for that. So I want to make sure that this is down far enough to where it's not, it'll be all right. You know, it's not going to rip out or anything. You know, it's got a good grip. So I'm saying, I don't remember what I did the other one at, but this one, let's say 2 inches. And let's say 1/2 inch from the top, just 3/4 of an inch. So we are going to measure 2 inches from the end here, from the side, and 3/4 inch in, which is half the ruler, and there's my first mark. I'm going to do the same on the other side. 3/4 inch in from the top, and we're going to mark it at 2. Okay. Now the next one, I guess I could do this way, 3/4 inch in, or from the top, and 2 inches from the side. So this will be my hole right there. Okay, so we're gonna take our crocodile, and I only have the big one, guys. I've always said I only have the big one. I really do need to get this handheld one. But this is where we're going to make our hole. I need to see what I'm doing, okay. And there, okay. So So now we need to make the ones on our handles. So there are our holes, and then the one for our handles, I'm going to take both handles and put them together and measure 1 inch. Into your ruler. And there's my middle part. Okay, so I'm going to take both of my straps and just put them, you know, one on top of the other and make that hole. Here's the hole for that one. Again, put them together, line them up, hold them tightly to where they're not going to move, and make your hole. Okay? So those are the straps. All right, guys, here are my eyelets. I have 4 of them. So first I'm going to put 1. You know what, I didn't, my hole is too high on my, but we're going to go with that anyway because we've already made it, and yeah, it'll be all right. So I am going to put my eyelet in nice and straight. I'm going to take my crocodile and I am going to set that eyelet. Before I punch down, I'm going to make sure that it is straight. Keep moving it. Okay guys, I need to put this down because I keep moving it. Actually, before I do that, I am going to cut a little bit off right here. I've just made my handles a little bit shorter from the bottom because I really did not measure correctly. Okay, now let's get this done. Okay, my eyelet is in there. There we go. That one is set. I want to make sure that this is down really, really well. So I'm just going over the round part of my eyelet so it'll be nice and smooth. Okay, there we go. Nice and smooth. Now we're going to take the other one. We're going to take our eyelet, put it in there, take the other one, and put it in that hole that we measured. And we are going to set that one as well. There we go, guys. Our box is done. Isn't that cute? Like I said, if you need it wider, just let me show you on paper what I mean. I'm sure you know what you get what I mean, but I just want to make sure I'm clear. So let's say you want your box to have a wider, you know, to be deeper than that. So this is, say your, you know, 12 by 12. Let's say it's 12 by 12. So you want this end to be 3 inches, which is right here. This is 3 inches. This is 3 inches. And then you need 3 inches for the bottom as well. So this is 3 inches. So now your 12 by 12, you're taking away 6 inches, 3 on each side. Okay, so we're talking about the width right now. So you're taking away, that's 6. So this becomes a 6-inch wide box. Okay, and then right here you have 3 inches as well. So you are taking, this is, oh, I would cut this down, I'm sorry. I would probably cut this down. I wouldn't do 12. I would do probably 12 by it depends on how tall you want it. Let's say we wanted it the same 6 inches. Okay, I would do 12 by 9. Okay, not 12 by 12, because that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to take 3 inches from the height of the project. So so that leaves you from the 9 inches, that leaves you 6. So that would be 6 by 6. Okay, 6 going each way. So, you know, just as long as you have your gussets the same width and you take that away from whatever piece you're starting with, you know, you get your middle section. If if I had gone 3 inches, I don't remember what I made hers at, but because like I said, I didn't write it down or anything. I just made it, you know, just to fit my what I needed it for. Although it may have been this with 3 inches on the side. Anyway, so that is how you make your, and so I'm going to go ahead and just decorate this a little bit, and this is where the fun comes in. I'm going to decorate this a little bit because I am actually going to use this for Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to use this because it is a great boxed bag. Okay, and you know, always make sure, you know, I'm probably going to put a little bit of glue here just so, you know, it kind of holds down and it, you know, just looks a little bit neater. Although I don't think I need it because I am going to put trim around it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Probably some hot glue. Let me decorate this, guys. All right, guys, we are finished with our bag, and I just did some simple decorating. There is the front of the bag, and all I did here was put a cluster of poinsettias. I worked on poinsettias all day yesterday, but look at how pretty that center is. I got, in May, I got these seedlings. They're from Blue Fern Studios, and I got this in my design team package, and I got 2 colors. So this one is the Beating Heart, this one, and then I made another one with this burgundy, but they are both so pretty, and they look so pretty in the center of that poinsettia. So along with that, I went ahead and stickled parts of the front, you know, the roof of the house, parts of the trees, you know, where the snow is laying. I stickled the little bridge just to add, you know, more awareness to it. And then I just tied one of those big bells that we all hauled probably last year, with a gold bow, and I put the ruffle trim again around the top, and I followed up with some eyelash trim, I think it's called. And yeah, that is what I made, and I am going to use this proudly for Christmas. Guys, these are so easy to make. I think I finally remembered how I made the other one. And there we go, guys. I am finished with this. I hope you guys have been inspired to try it. I think I am going to make all my bags this year. There we go, guys. It is finished, ready to go, and I just need to probably make a little tag for it. Get rid of these glue strings, make a little tag for it, and it'll be good to go. Or I could just put a little card in there. There we go. All right, guys, there you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything else you would like for me to attempt, let me know in the comment section. And there we go. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate you very much. Talk to everyone later. Have a great day, guys.